we have discussed the different training methods and techniques theoretically, right. So, I have given the presentation, you can say, that is what are the different training methods are there. But now what is required is we have to also understand the examples before we actually demonstrate those methods, that is the how different companies how they are exercising this type of the training programs. So, first I would like to take an example of the McDonald's employees, that is HRM in practice, what they do. So, we know that is the how successful is this particular brand is becoming, and has become already. McDonald's is an American hamburger and fast food restaurant chain. It was founded in 1940 as a barbecue restaurant that is operated by the Richard and Maurice McDonald. So, McDonald's famously and relentlessly standardize every aspect of their product in order to eliminate the need for the human input. Now here we have to see the objective and goal of that particular company, that is the what was the objective, and then when we are talking about that is the how you go from the local level to the global level and then making the global level, right. So, this type of the standardized practices, that becomes very important, because you are not there to control your product, and when you are making this type of the franchises, then definitely in that case you have to ensure that is there is a proper manual of the standardizing, and you cannot compromise on quality. If this type means we have to give this clear indication with the help of this case study, that is if you want to ensure the quality product, then your standard parameter, because you are not present there, means this is very interesting, that is if you are present there, then definitely your brand that will be controlled by yourself, the practices will be monitored by yourself. But if you are into a business where the someone else to use have to use your brand, so you then it becomes additional responsibility. You have to ensure that is what will be the benchmarking practices, what will be the operations. Like we are talking about, it is not just a business to earn money, but it is a question of the brand. So, those standardization of operations, that has to be provided, guided and assisted and directed by the organization to the other members, those who are going to exercise and use your brand. So, this is the very famous and important aspect, that is relentlessly standardize these. And now you see, that is if you leave any one aspect, then in that case the product outcome that will not be same. So, that when we talk about the every aspect, now when we talk about the every aspect, it means that if there are the 100 of dimensions, every dimensions that has to be considered, every dimension that has to be considered, and not only considered, but you have to fix the standards. So, what question comes in your mind? Every aspects will definitely we will understand through the operations, right? But how to decide this standard? What will be the standard? What will be the benchmarking practice? What will be the ideal score of the standard? Right, and that we will discussing in this particular case study of their product in order to eliminate the need for human input. Now, this is also very important, as I mentioned, because it is at the global level. So, at the global level you cannot depend on the people only, that is this will be people based. because every human being's capacity to do that will be vary. So, you cannot leave to them, that is, if you find it is okay, then you go for that. No, you can't do that. You have to tell it will be okay only when the company's standards are met, then only it is okay, otherwise it is not okay. And therefore, in that case it becomes very important, that is we have to eliminate the human input, because as soon as you put the human input, it will be subjective. If it will be subjective, it will vary from individual to individual, and you cannot afford that risk. So, irrespective of human input, the standards are to be met, and therefore, in that case this particular aspect that has been considered and given importance by the McDonald. The operations and training manual, what I was talking about. Now, each and every the micro and macro level, the operations are to be described in the manual. Unless and until the each and every operation is not described, then in that case there will not be the perfection or the expected output, and that is known as stuff as the Bible. Bible of the McDonald is, that is, each and every operation has been mentioned, and then the person who is supposed to start this McDonald in a particular city in India or anywhere, means then that manual has to be strictly 100% to be followed, and therefore that provides detailed prescriptions on every aspect of working life. It is a beautiful thing. Creation of a manual which will not create any subjectivity. It is totally based on the objectivity, and if it is based on the objectivity, then they have to provide that detailed prescription. For example, how to fold or how to keep a paper napkin, that has to be also has to be prescribed in the manual. How to hand over the different products, where you have to use the touch to the product, where you have to avoid a touch to the product, and then how it has to be demonstrated that each and every raw, from the handling the raw material to the end product and delivery, that manual, you ask any question and the manual is able to answer that question, and that is called the standardization. So, there is no hairline to move here or there. So, that way the benchmarking practices that is created by the McD. It is 600 pages, this operations and training manual. 600 pages include full color photographs. So, therefore, you also find it is interesting. Illustrating the proper placement of ketchup, that is the where the ketchup pouch has to be kept, how it is to be designed, and then across the globe you have to follow this particular practice. And ketchup, mustard and pickle on every type of burger. I am sure that you must be feeling hungry, but what is important is that is the unless and until the standard is not found, maintained, then there will be no service. To serve in a standardized way, set out the 6 steps of the counter service, wonderful manual, and even prescribe the arm motions So you see that is the how particular is the standardization of manual is there, and the staff is to be trained, that is what will be the arm motion that should be used in salting a batch of fries. Wow. So therefore in that case that how much methodical that practice is to be exercised, and when you make this type of the practices, when you prepare this type of manual, you provide this type of the training, then definitely how you cannot be successful. You can be you will be successful because you have followed the very much high standardized benchmarking practices. Kitchen and counter technology, another aspect which is most of us may not have seen, that is kitchen and counter technology reinforce these instructions as lights and buzzers tell workers when to turn burgers or take fries out of the fat. That is very important. So that is, if you want to make the unique taste, if you want to make the consistency, so there will be thousands of the french fries, but each french fries is having, that is the equal amount of fire, equal amount of the fat and equal amount of the crispiness, equal amount of the equal taste. That particular framing is done with the buzzers, that is the buzzer will be there in the kitchen equipments. These instructions as the lights and buzzers tell workers when to churn burgers or take fries out of the fat. Ketchup dispensers provide measured amount of products in the requisite flower pattern. You see the aesthetic sense, you see the beauty, that is whenever this type of the services are provided, then this becomes very very important, that is the how amount of the products in the requisite, the flower pattern, that is to be trained. No? Employees are to be trained, that is whenever you are making this type of the decoration, then that has to be the flower pattern and that is to be followed. And lights on the till remove the need for serving staff to write out orders as well as promoting them to offer additional items. We have seen practically that it becomes very very typical whenever we talk about, that is we want a particular flavor, a particular taste, a particular choice, then the person has to take that order and then has to inform, that is the yes, this type of the only the choice is there of the customer, and then offering that particular choice. There should not be the change of choice. That should not be more, that should not be less, and therefore in that case that particular type of the training is provided in the operations with the help of operations, and the service manual is there, training manual is there. Now what is important? What is the lesson of learning? The lesson of learning is this, that is whenever we are creating any training manual, then it should be very very specific, it should be fractionalized properly, it should be understood, that is the from where the process starts and where the process ends, and then in that case it becomes very very important, that is the how we are making the use of these quality assurance, how we ensure the quality, how we will ensure the test across the globe. It is not at the first place, but it is across the globe, the test is mentioned, and that is to manufacture, prepare at the different level places. Producing at the different places with the same test, and that is a challenge, and to meet that challenge is the beauty of the organization. The second example which I would like to take, and that is of the HUL. So, Hindustan Unilever Limited. Now, here we will see that is how and the way they provide the training and that they ensure their success. For an FMCG company like HUL, training is a continuous process and not merely an intervention at a mid career level. So, it is not like this, that is only the selective people they have to give the training, but it is that is the every person at every stage has to go through the training process. It is a not like in some organizations when the person has reached to the mid career level and now to go to the top level, then he will be given a training program of leadership. That is not the issue. The issue is that is the at every stage and level to make the job more efficient, effective way and to the next level of quality. Not only of the promotion, but next level of quality, and that is a continuous process is there in case of the HUL. The FMCG giant has 2 management training centers in India and Mumbai and Bangalore, right, and therefore, in that case in Mumbai and Bangalore in India, these 2 management training centers, they are working for the providing the training to their stakeholders. For workmen and staff located at various factories and regional sales offices of HUL, there are dedicated training centers run by these units themselves. Now, you see that is the, as I mentioned, it is a continuous process of the organization, and if it is a continuous process of the organization, they are supposed to give this particular type of the training to the workmen also, and not only to the workmen, but to the staff, and then definitely at the regional level sales area also. So, this is becoming a very important, that is the to whom you are providing the training. In earlier module I have mentioned, that is you have to see the academic background, the social background, the demographic variables of the trainee, and then you have to decide the training method and training techniques. You cannot decide the training technique and methods when there is a huge gap between the demographic variables. So, in that case it becomes very important. So, to whom you are providing the training, what level you are providing the training, what are the tasks or jobs are there, and then you have to also identify that is how this particular training that is connected to the organization development. So, you have to connect the individual development with the organization development. The HUL drop calendar for training courses each year. Most of the organization and institutes are having this practice. It is a very old practice, that is the professional organizations, they always create the calendar for their training programs, and who is going for that particular training, that is in the training program that is there. Some organizations still they are getting the approval from the corporate for the training programs. When the approval comes, then they announce, then they ask for the voluntarily participation, and then they decide. But some organization in addition to this, they also do the potential appraisal, performance appraisal, and they identify the training areas that our manpower requires the training into these skills. Decision making skills, interpersonal relationship skills, technology learning skills. So, these are the different pockets are there where the employees they need training, and if they need training in the different areas, then they have to run the training centers by using these units themselves. So, these become very important, that is the whenever there is a calendar is frame. So, the employees are very clear that when they are supposed to go for the training. In non-professional organization, it is the previous day the employee will be called and told, it is tomorrow you have to go for training. He may say, sir, I do not need that training, irrespective of that, no, you have to go for training. So, but when we are designing the calendar, the employees are very clear when they are supposed to go for the training and what type of the training they acquire for, and what type of the training is made compulsory for them by the organization looking to their future planning and succession planning. So, starting in July and running until June next year, it is just like an academic year, then they are having this type of the training calendar and they work on that. On offer there are 3 kinds of the courses are normally there. The first is that is a general awareness course that relates to the various aspects of the company's operations. And therefore, in that case, as I mentioned in the first slide in the module 13, that is there will be the general awareness training program is to be there, organization knowledge is to be there, otherwise employees will be working for long and even they may not be aware for what is the who is who in the organization and what is the business of the organization, how big is the organization, and that association, ownership, the relationship with the organization, that may not be developed. So, they have to relate to the various aspects of the company's operations, an overview of the challenges, a cross functional perspective, and a module on various of a on values of a company. So, therefore, the value systems of the organization, the ethics system of the organization, the orientation program, and time to time the general awareness about the development of the organization on the various aspects of the companies, that will be announced to the employees, and then in the calendar of this training program they will be talking about the general awareness course. The second set of course provides the employees with a behavioral template. So, first is the awareness about the organization, second is the behavioral aspect of the training program to develop the requisite competencies for growth. These include program on leadership, team building and problem solving. So, therefore, more and more focus is on that is the interpersonal relationship, this interpersonal relationship through the leadership styles and the leadership activities and leadership programs. So, that will be introduced and then it will be asked the participants, that is when they will go to the workplace after this particular training, then they are supposed to demonstrate those particular type of the leadership and leadership skills that and especially the participative and dynamic leadership skills. Second important is that is the how to develop the coordination and synergy amongst the different employees, and that is a team building, and the team building will be developed on the basis of that is how they are able to develop this interpersonal relationship, and if they are able to develop the interpersonal relationship, then they will be making this particular decision, that is yes the persons those who are successfully completed the training program, so they can be a member of team. So, if there is in a particular hurdle, barrier, problem in the working together, then definitely the team building aspect will be there. And the third is the problem solving. Now, you see that is when the business is working into a very volatile situation and the situations keep on changing. If situations keep on changing, the problems have to rise, and if the problems rise, the trainer should provide the type of training so that they can solve the problem. So, at the workplace there will be like many problems are expected problems or the common problems which a person may come across, and then at that time what will be the steps which are to be taken to solve the problem, and that type of training will be provided by the HUL. The third set after the general awareness, behavior training, and the third set, and that is the skill based, wherein whenever we talk about that is we have to understand what type of the jobs are to be done, then the skill requirement, perfection of the skill requirement, the skill template for the different functions, sales and marketing, finance, technical, HR among others are defined, and the specific courses are run to enhance the skill level in these particular functions of the different functional areas, and the persons those who are working into different areas, marketing, finance, technical and HR, they are supposed to develop their competency. The third and last organization which I would like to take into consideration is the Nestle training program at Nestle. Nestle is the world's the leading food company with a 135-year history and operations in virtually every country in the world. It is a fact, it is a global organization comprised of many nationalities, religion and ethnic backgrounds all working together in one single unifying corporate culture. I have also visited the Nestle's companies they plant at the Switzerland, and there I found that is the how they have decided. And the interesting is this, the product in the deciding the products, they take the help of the kids, the school going kids. They come, they taste the chocolates, and then they decide that is the which chocolate they like most, and on basis of that the marketing team does the analysis and decides the product. The most important parts of the Nestle's business strategy and culture are the development of human capacity in each country where they operate. So this is the beauty, that is the whatever business strategy and culture they relate with the country wherever they are operating, and that belongingness, that cohesiveness about the business strategy and culture, therefore the development of human capacity, considering the local aspect, that is giving the strength to the Nestle. Learning is an integral part of Nestle's culture. As I mentioned, that is in the HUL also, the training is a continuous process. In most of the organizations, learning and development, it is a culture. It is a continuous process. The willingness to learn is therefore an essential condition to be employed by Nestle. So therefore the persons, those who are not interested to develop themselves and train themselves, they will find a problem in Nestle. But those employees who are ready to develop themselves, they want to go further and go growth into their career, then definitely in that case the Nestle will be helping them through the training. First and foremost, training is done on the job, and the guiding and coaching is part of the responsibility of each manager, and is crucial to make each one progress in his or her position. And therefore that leadership is that is whoever is working under you, they should take the growth. If they are not able to take the growth, it means that there is something wrong, not only with the trainee, but there is also something wrong with the trainer. An organization should facilitate trainer and trainee so that everyone grows. So here the guiding and coaching is the sort of the training program, which is the responsibility has been given to each manager in case of the Nestle, and Nestle provides that type of the training program. Formal training programs are generally purpose oriented, that wherever is the problem identification may be based on the performance appraisal, or may be facilitating based on the potential appraisal, and designed to improve relevant skills and competencies. That is the basic purpose of the training program. The basic purpose of the training program is to provide that sort of the relevant skills and competencies, so that they can develop in a very efficient way their jobs, and they can deliver in the best way of their jobs. So this is therefore they are proposed in the framework of the individual development programs and not as a reward, and as a result of which you will find that is they are working on these particular aspects of the training program. Then we will talk about the literacy training. What the Nestle provides at the level of technology in Nestle factories has steadily risen. The need for training has increased at all levels. Much of this is on the job training to develop the specific skills to operate more advanced equipments. As a result of this, you will find that is the factory is steadily risen, and therefore because they have taken care of the training need at every level. Much of these most of, as I mentioned earlier, on the job training, and therefore they are becoming more efficient in their operations. Nestle apprenticeship program. I have discussed this apprenticeship type apprentice program earlier in earlier module, that is in the training methods. Apprenticeship programs have been an essential part of the Nestle training, where the young trainees, they spend 3 days a week at work and 2 at schools, and then as a result of which the young trainee, they learn that is how they can work, and they how they can further get their education also. So therefore they are working apprenticeship work coming from the schools. So 3 days they are working at the work and 2 days at the school. And the local training, the 2/3 of all Nestle employees work in factories, and most of which organize continuous training to meet their specific needs. In addition, a number of Nestle's operating companies run their own residential training centers. The result is that local training is the largest component of Nestle's people development activities worldwide, and a substantial majority of the companies 2,40,000 employees receive training every year, and you will find that is because they have spread it at the local localities, as a result of which they across the globe the training activities of Nestle's are carried on, and a substantial majority of the companies they are receiving the training every year. Finally, we will come to the international training. For over 30 years, the rivalry in International Training Center has brought together managers from around the world to learn from senior Nestle managers and from each other. So, this is always been used, that is those who are at the senior level, those who have already trained, as we have seen in the another example, that is how the senior drivers they were giving the training to the junior drivers who have joined later. So, therefore, in that case we will find that is they were to learn from senior Nestle managers and from each other. Country managers decide who attends which course, although there is central screening for the qualifications, and classes are carefully composed to include people with a range of geographic and functional backgrounds. So, therefore, there can be a proper group assimilation. Typically, a class contains 15 to 20 nationalities coming from the different nationals. The center delivers some 70 courses attended by the about 1700 managers each year from over 80 countries, and therefore, this way the training that becomes a wonderful bouquet of the people coming from the different nationalities and different courses as have been identified for their efficiency. The management courses are there. These account for about 66% of all courses at the rivalry. The participants have typically been with the company for 4 to 5 years. The intention is to develop a real apprenticeship of Nestle's value and business approaches. These courses focus on internal activities, and therefore 66% of all courses, and they go for the management courses. Executive courses are there. These classes often contain people who have attended a management course 5 to 10 years earlier, and the focus is on developing the ability to represent Nestle externally and to work with the outsiders. It emphasizes industry analysis, often asking what you do if you were a competitor, and therefore in that case they are becoming more and more creative and interactive, so that they come out with the better ideas. So, this is all about the training programs, which are the methods which have been used by the different companies. These are certain examples. Rest of the training methods and techniques that we will discuss in the next module. Thank you.